25 things you didn't know in 4 minutes. France's largest border is not in Europe as thought, but is actually with Brazil, and it has 453 miles or 730 kilometers. The France-Brazil border limits the territories of the state of Amapá in Brazil and the French Guyana, and it is located in the Amazon rainforest. Ganyemede is the name of the biggest moon in our solar system, and it's bigger than Mercury, one of the planets. There's a beer that contains 67.5% alcohol, and it's the strongest beer in the world. It's called snake venom. There's a mostly intact medieval village in Italy called Craco. It has been abandoned, and it's now a common location for filming and also receives some tourists. The city called Monowi in Nebraska, USA is a small village with a population of only one person, a lady, Elsie Eiler. She's considered the mayor for being the only person living there, but she also works as a cook in the only restaurant in town. The Barringer Meteorite Crater is the best preserved meteor crater in the world, and also the largest meteor impact crater in the United States. It's located in Winslow, in the desert of Arizona. Pilots and co-pilots are recommended to eat different kinds of foods in case one of the meals offered causes food intoxication. Usually they offer the first class meal to the pilot, whereas the co-pilot eats the usual business class meal. The world's largest swimming pool is located in the San Anfalso del Mar, a resort in Chile. It holds the Guinness World Record as the deepest pool in the world, measuring 115 feet of depth. There's a statue of a man eating a sack of babies in Bern, Switzerland, and it's 500 years old. No one can actually explain the meaning of that. In the middle of a desert in Dubai, there's the biggest flower garden in the world. There you can find over 500,000 fresh flowers. In Lake Kaindy, Kazakhstan, there's an underwater forest that was created because of an earthquake that happened in 1911. The landslide caused by the quakes blocked the gorge and formed a natural dam. The human birth control pills have the same effect on gorillas. Dogs are born completely deaf and remain deaf for 2 to 3 weeks, and their eyes remain closed for about 7 to 14 days. When they're newborns, the first sense developed is the sense of touch. The dwarf is the smallest crocodile in the world, and it can grow up to 1.9 meters or 6.2 feet. The island known as Snake Island is off the coast of Brazil in the Atlantic Ocean, and it's called that because there are up to 5 snakes per 10 square feet. On Uranus and Neptune, winds are so heavy that they can reach supersonic speeds. There's an event known as the annual red crab migration that happens on a small island located in the Indian Ocean of Australia called Christmas Island, where every year 50 million adult crabs migrate from the forest to breed. In some parts of Asia, insect fighting is a popular hobby. In China, they like cricket fighting, while in Japan, beetle fighting is the thing. Chewing gum is illegal in Singapore. It's not allowed to sell, import, or spit it out. The Spotted Lake in British Columbia, Canada is a saline endorheic alkali lake formed by hundreds of separate pools. It is considered a sacred place because according to the native people, the lake had therapeutic waters and each of the circles had different healing and medicinal properties. The tradition of kissing after we say I do in weddings started with the ancient Romans. When they reached an agreement, they would kiss as a legal seal of the contract, either for marriages or anything else. There are 25,000 Welsh speakers in the Chubut province of Argentina, which makes it the largest population of Welsh speakers outside of the United Kingdom. Due to the rising sea levels, Kiribati will be the first country to be entirely submerged by waters. The government is working on plans to permanently evacuate its population. The Canary Islands were named after the dogs founded by the first Europeans who arrived there. In the Latin language, canis means dog. The only country in the world that has a non-quadrilateral national flag is Nepal. It's the shape of 2 pennants, one on top of the other.